In the labyrinth of human existence, where emotions intertwine with reason and desires dance with fears, lies a path less traveled, a path that leads to the core of what makes us distinctly human. This journey, intricate and revealing, is not for the faint of heart. It demands courage, an open mind, and a willingness to peer into the depths of our own souls. In the words of Robert Greene, each law weaves a thread in the vast tapestry of our existence, revealing patterns and truths that have, for centuries, eluded the grasp of the common man and woman. These laws are not mere academic concepts, but rather they are living, breathing essences of our daily existence, influencing our choices, shaping our relationships, and defining our destinies. Imagine standing at the edge of a serene lake, the waters reflecting not just the azure skies, but also the unspoken depths of your inner self. Each law acts as a ripple on this lake, disturbing the surface, challenging our perceptions, and inviting us to dive deeper. From the law of irrationality, which nudges us to question the very foundation of our thoughts and decisions, to the law of death denial, a profound reminder of our own mortality and the urgency to live authentically. Each law opens a door to a realm of introspection and wisdom. But why should you embark on this journey? Why delve into the complexities of human nature? The answer lies in the transformative power of understanding. It is an understanding of yourself, those around you, and the invisible forces that shape our collective histories. This journey promises not just knowledge, but a profound awakening. Find within them the reflections of your deepest fears, the vistas of your unexplored potential, and the roadmap to a life of purpose, empathy, and understanding. Embrace the vulnerability that comes with self-exploration and savor the empowerment of newfound wisdom. So, take a deep breath, open your heart and mind, and step forward. The laws of human nature await, ready to reveal secrets that have the power to change not just how you view the world, but how you engage with it forever. The law of irrationality. This law focuses on our tendency to act irrationally due to emotions and biases. Greene emphasizes the importance of self-awareness in recognizing these irrational tendencies. For instance, consider a situation where an employee reacts angrily to constructive criticism. This response is often rooted in emotional defense mechanisms rather than rational assessment. The theoretical underpinning of this law can be linked to cognitive psychology, which explores how cognitive biases and emotional responses impact our decision-making process. Greene suggests practical steps like mindfulness meditation, journaling, and cognitive behavioral techniques to mitigate these biases. These methods help in cultivating an objective perspective, leading to more rational and considered responses to situations. Engaging in activities that foster self-awareness can be a transformative tool for personal and professional growth. The law of narcissism. This law delves into the concept of narcissism, which Greene defines as an excessive self-focus and desire for attention and admiration. He uses historical figures like Napoleon Bonaparte to illustrate how narcissism can lead to both success and downfall. The theory behind this law is rooted in psychological research on narcissistic personality traits and how they affect interpersonal relationships. For practical application, Greene suggests exercises in empathy and self-reflection to understand and manage one's own narcissistic tendencies. Additionally, he advises on how to recognize and deal with narcissism in others, which can be particularly useful in workplace dynamics or in personal relationships. Understanding this law helps in navigating social environments more effectively and in fostering healthier relationships. The law of role-playing. Greene's third law explores the roles people adopt in social interactions. He argues that everyone wears masks, consciously or unconsciously, to fit into different social contexts. For example, a person might adopt a persona of confidence and competence at work, while being more relaxed and open in their personal life. The theoretical basis of this law comes from sociological and psychological studies on social roles and identity. Greene advises readers to become aware of their own roles and the expectations associated with them. He also suggests strategies for authentic interaction without losing the benefits of social role-playing. Understanding this law is crucial for personal authenticity and for navigating complex social networks. The law of compulsive behavior. This law focuses on understanding and predicting people's behavior based on their repeated patterns and habits. Greene illustrates this with examples like consistent lateness or overreacting to certain triggers, which reveal underlying character traits and insecurities. The theoretical framework includes behavioral psychology and the concept of conditioning. For practical application, Greene suggests observing others' behaviors and one's own patterns, and then using this understanding to predict future actions and reactions. This insight is invaluable in professional settings for managing teams or in personal relationships for better understanding and communication. The law of covetousness. The fifth law deals with the role of envy and desire in human nature. Greene posits that envy, while often seen negatively, is a powerful indicator of what we truly desire. He uses historical anecdotes to demonstrate how envy has driven individuals to both great achievements and destructive actions. The theoretical background of this law is found in the studies of human motivation and desire. Practically, Greene suggests using feelings of envy as a tool for self-discovery and goal setting. By acknowledging and understanding our envies, we can channel them into positive actions and personal growth, rather than letting them lead to resentment or destructive behavior. The law of short-sightedness. This law addresses our propensity to focus on immediate concerns at the expense of long-term consequences. Greene uses examples like businesses failing due to short-term profit focus, ignoring long-term sustainability. The theoretical basis here lies in behavioral economics, particularly the concept of hyperbolic discounting, where people prefer smaller immediate rewards over larger future benefits. Greene suggests strategies like strategic planning, setting long-term goals, and developing foresight. Practicing delayed gratification and considering the future implications of current actions can lead to more sustainable success and satisfaction. The law of defensiveness. Greene explores our natural defensive reactions to criticism or perceived threats. He uses historical figures who failed or succeeded based on their ability to handle criticism constructively. The theoretical framework includes psychological concepts like cognitive dissonance and ego defense mechanisms. Practically, Greene advises adopting a growth mindset, seeing criticism as an opportunity for learning and self-improvement. He suggests techniques like active listening, asking for feedback, and reflecting on one's reactions to criticism. Embracing vulnerability and openness can lead to personal growth and stronger relationships. The law of self-sabotage. This law delves into how we unconsciously undermine our own success. Greene uses examples of individuals who reached a high level of success, but then engaged in self-destructive behavior. The psychological theory behind this involves concepts like self-esteem, fear of success, and subconscious limiting beliefs. Greene suggests practices like self-reflection, therapy, and challenging negative self-talk to overcome self-sabotaging behaviors. Recognizing and addressing our subconscious fears and beliefs can lead to more consistent and sustainable success. The law of repression. Greene discusses how aspects of our personality are repressed due to societal norms or personal fears. He illustrates this with historical figures who achieved greatness by integrating their repressed qualities. The theoretical background is rooted in psychoanalytic theory, particularly Freud's concept of the unconscious mind. Practically, Greene suggests techniques like self-exploration, therapy, and creative expression to uncover and integrate repressed aspects of the self. This leads to a more authentic and empowered identity. The law of envy. This law delves deeper into envy, suggesting ways to recognize its subtle manifestations and use it constructively. Greene uses examples from history and current events to show how envy can be both destructive and a source of motivation. The theoretical discussion involves social comparison theory and the psychology of desire. Greene suggests practical steps like focusing on one's own path, using envy as a motivator for self-improvement, and being aware of envy in others to navigate social dynamics more effectively. The law of grandiosity. Greene warns against the dangers of grandiosity, where excessive pride leads to a loss of touch with reality. He uses examples from history where leaders' grandiose delusions led to their downfall. The theoretical framework includes studies on hubris, narcissism, and the psychological effects of power. Practically, Greene suggests staying grounded through self-awareness, seeking honest feedback, and maintaining strong connections with reality. This law is crucial for maintaining humility and effectiveness in leadership and personal life. The law of gender rigidity. Greene discusses the constraints of traditional gender roles and the benefits of embracing a more fluid understanding of gender. He uses examples from various cultures and historical periods to illustrate the limiting nature of rigid gender norms. The theoretical basis includes gender studies and social psychology. Practically, Greene advocates for exploring and expressing one's unique blend of masculine and feminine qualities, leading to a more balanced and authentic self-expression. The law of aimlessness. This law addresses the lack of direction and purpose many people feel. Greene uses examples of individuals who found profound fulfillment and success by discovering and pursuing their life's purposes. The theoretical discussion involves concepts from existential psychology and the philosophy of purpose. Greene suggests practical steps like exploring personal interests, reflecting on moments of deep engagement, and considering legacy and impact. Finding and committing to a personal mission can provide direction, motivation, and a sense of fulfillment in life. The law of conformity. Greene examines the pressure to conform to societal norms and expectations. He uses historical examples of individuals who either succumbed to or resisted societal pressures and the consequences of their choices. The theoretical basis lies in social psychology, particularly studies on conformity and social influence. Greene advises maintaining individuality and critical thinking while understanding and navigating social norms. This involves balancing social harmony with personal authenticity, which is essential for personal integrity and innovation. The law of fickleness. This law delves into the unpredictable nature of human opinions and loyalties. Greene uses examples from politics and personal relationships to illustrate the fickleness of public opinion and personal alliances. The theoretical framework includes studies on social influence, group dynamics, and the psychology of crowds. Practical applications involve developing resilience, flexibility, and not overly relying on others' opinions or loyalty for self-validation. This understanding helps in navigating social and professional landscapes more effectively. The law of aggression. Greene explores the aggressive instincts within humans, suggesting ways to channel this aggression constructively. He uses historical and contemporary examples of both destructive and productive uses of aggression. The theoretical background includes evolutionary psychology, which posits aggression as a survival mechanism, and studies on anger management and assertiveness. Practically, Greene suggests channeling aggressive energy into competitive sports, assertive communication, and goal-driven activities. Understanding and harnessing aggression can lead to empowerment and success. The law of generational myopia. This law looks at the disconnect between generations and encourages understanding and learning from each other's experiences. Greene uses examples from history where generational gaps led to conflict or progress. The theoretical basis involves studies on generational differences, social change, and historical context. Practically, Greene suggests bridging the generational gap through communication, empathy, and collaboration. Understanding different generational perspectives can enhance personal growth and societal harmony. The law of death denial. Finally, Greene addresses our relationship with mortality. He uses philosophical and psychological perspectives to discuss how an awareness of death can enrich life. The theoretical discussion involves existential psychology, particularly the concept of death anxiety and its impact on human behavior. Practically, Greene suggests embracing the reality of mortality to live a more purposeful and authentic life. This includes reflecting on one's legacy, prioritizing meaningful relationships and experiences, and living in alignment with one's true values. So in conclusion, as we draw the curtains on our exploration of the laws of human nature, it's important to pause and reflect on the profound journey we've undertaken. Through each law, we've delved into the intricate tapestry of our being, uncovering the nuances of what it means to be human. But what does all this insight and wisdom truly mean for us in our daily lives? First and foremost, this journey through the laws of human nature is a clarion call to self-awareness. It's a reminder that the greatest tool at our disposal in navigating the complex web of human interactions is a deep, unflinching understanding of ourselves. As we've seen, our actions, thoughts, and feelings are often guided by unseen forces, biases, repressions, desires, and fears. Recognizing these forces gives us the power to make more informed, rational decisions, both in our personal lives and in our interactions with others. Moreover, these laws serve as a beacon of empathy and understanding. By recognizing the same complexities and contradictions within others that we find within ourselves, we cultivate a deeper sense of compassion and empathy. This understanding can bridge gaps, heal wounds, and forge stronger connections with those around us. But perhaps the most potent wisdom gleaned from these laws is the recognition of our shared humanity. In understanding the laws of human nature, we come to see that, despite our diverse backgrounds, cultures, and experiences, there are fundamental threads that connect us all. We all grapple with irrationality, struggle with ego, seek purpose, and yearn for connection. As you step forward from this journey, carry with you the knowledge that you are not alone in your struggles and triumphs. Embrace the beauty of your complex nature and see that beauty reflected in those around you. Let these laws not be rigid rules that confine you, but guiding principles that empower you to live a more conscious, connected, and fulfilling life. In the end, the greatest wisdom we can take from the laws of human nature is perhaps best captured in the words of the ancient philosopher Socrates, "Know thyself." For in knowing ourselves, we unlock the potential to not just understand the world around us, but to change it for the better. If you enjoyed today's content, please do not forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Until next time, thank you for being a part of our community.